to run and hide. We all need to abide that we have to eliminate the ones that had the terrible fate. Their minds controlled, they took a toll. Have to make them stop. We shall not give up.
Welcome. How we doing? My name is Azarus. We're going to be playing some Incredibox. Today we're covering a mod called Parasite. Whoa, okay, hold up, not the show. This is a mod that came out pretty recently, I think. And it has a lot of characters that you may know of, including in the front here we have Jack-o'-lantern, pretty cool. We have Artemis in the back. Okay, we have the guy from, oh my god, what was the last mod we covered? Yeah, the cone guy, who looks like Colin. And apparently we have a little surprise in there. Might be seeing a polo of Azarus in there. Let's not get ahead of ourselves now. Let's go over this week's fan art, okay? First one coming in from it's Amy. We have a military, okay? Guns blazing style artwork. I'm holding a sniper. I'm sniping. Rocking a gun. I love the scope on there. It's a bread logo. Now this was a bit ago. I wonder if it was covering a mod. Was it covering one of the setbox versions? The newer ones? Damn. I'm loving the cold stare I'm giving. Like not even phased that I'm about to take that shot. Next up, we got one coming in from Splatchak. This is based off of one of the videos I had where a millipede was on my ceiling. I took a video of it. Unfortunately, my buddy is not around. Okay, he's only around during the summer. They love to join in on the video. They make their way around my house. Got some millipedes, centipedes, some spiders occasionally, but only during the summer or winter. We're safe now. Overall though, artwork is fire. Got the green headphones in there, got the chain on, and nailing the backlighting too. Fire. Next one coming in from Lemon Noah. This is a very interesting style of art. I think this must have been based off of one of the mods that we covered. Maybe Clock is Ticking. Is that even a mod name? Time, probably. Really going for the time look here. Little tiny clocks on the edge of my eyes. That's very interesting. The whole background is just clocks. And coincidentally, all the clocks are 12:08. I don't know what's happening. Either way, loving the different type of style. Very interesting. Next up, you got two coming in from Spinny. First up, you got me at a crime scene. Okay, I wonder what I did. This must have been after the crime mod too. Now the real question is, am I the killer or am I the victim? Gotta love the pixel art. Moving on to the second one too. I'm loving the little style we got going on here. And the shading on it too. It's really cool. Pixel art with a little bit of shading, just adding a little bit of depth to it. It's really nice. Kind of vibing with that. I like it. And last one coming in from, Mr. Steak. Now this is a little wild. I don't even know what I am. Some goblin with crazy yellow teeth. No, this is actually my, oh my god, this is my profile picture on YouTube. Pretty crazy selection this week. We're gonna move right into this mod. This is actually just a picture, but getting right into the mod, got three polos staring at us with glowing eyes. Here we go. 10 minutes later. Parasite's characters are based on real people personas. Look in the credits to know who is who. Designs may be inconsistent with one another. Also, there's blood, worms, and body horror. What does that even mean? I like how they have to specify worms. Wow. Did you hear that? Kinda creepy. Okay. Taking a look at the credits. Oh wow, okay. Here's every single polo here. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna be covering the lore, so this is gonna be interesting. The Disaster series created by Halen, a version 3 series involving big names of the Incredibox community, includes a self-titled version 1 Disasters, version 2 Havoc, and version 3 Biohazard. I feel like I missed a few of those. Sprunky. Oh no. A parasite infection version of Sprunky. Yeah, really. That's great. Kind of the reason why I wanted to make this. A parasite-based mod is a pretty cool idea, according to me, but instead of just being a rather high-effort reskin, it's a whole new mod with the coolest, whoa, calm down. All right, I guess we should probably take a look at the lore. Parasite documents. All right, I guess going into lore, we got Neaster. Status alive? He informed us he'd ran away from the infected he saw and ended up ripping off a part of his hoodie. I was able to patch it up. However, he is not his usual energetic self. That died a long time ago. Okay, name is Donk. Status alive. Doesn't seem to be doing well mentally. He attempted to strike me with a hammer at first glance. I had to inform him multiple times that I was not an infected. He eventually settled down though. Very high alert and very fast. Though may swing at times when swinging is unneeded.
And I had to inform him multiple times that I was not...
Huh? Oh, it reads it. Oh my god, hold on. Okay, name is Artemis, status infected, dead.
One of the earliest victims to this parasite. His face has been so deformed he covers it with his hands. I'm going to call it because there's no sign of Artemis within that husk of a being.
You heard it here, folks. Name is Cone. Status alive. Should I even read it?
Seems stable. Most likely gets tired of having to deal with infected victims. Usually seen with Jackal or Okul, and he still has a bit of blood on his conad after Okul shot an infected and got on it. He still hasn't cleaned it off yet. Gross.
Alright. Oh, ya boy. Name is Azarus. Azzy boy. Status alive. The scavenger of a group gathers up materials and nutrients he's able to find. Ooh, what kind of nutrients? Uses a toaster as a weapon to protect himself. Well, what else would I use? Come on now. Is that even a question? Odd choice, but whatever gets the job done, I guess. What are you talking about? It's useful. We think he might be going insane. He keeps talking about sliced bread. What's wrong with sliced bread? Okay, this is wild. Alright, moving on. We got Leo's status alive. It's clear he's been through a lot and is really struggling to express himself right now. He's a part of the main survivor group, but hasn't been able to come out of his tent. Poor dude. We got Jacko in here. Jack-o'-lantern. Status alive. The bravest member of the group. He uses his axe as his primary weapon. That's pretty dope. He also uses it to chop down trees for wood needed for crafts and other purposes. During an encounter in the forest, he attacked an infected Sep, but Sep had appeared to reassemble himself after the assault. Realizing the danger, he quickly decided to escape the area. We're gonna make it through this. Name is Nick, infected alive, /alive, one of the other early known infecteds. He was also a scavenger, searching through the forest but ended up getting attacked by Sep. He doesn't seem fully screwed over yet, but it's probably too late to do anything to help him now. Name is JT, status alive. He's doing his best to stay stable, but losing his girlfriend to an infected individual has deeply shaken him. It's understandable that he feels this way, and it's clear he is driven by a desire for revenge. We got Llama, infected alive. Llama is currently managing to stay somewhere stable, though he has unfortunately been infected by worms after his encounter with Hoppy. Thankfully, the infected is still recent, which means he hasn't completely lost himself. His essence is still here, and we take comfort in that, okay? That said, we understand that. Due to his infection, it is important for him to keep his distance from us for the time being, until we find a cure. Name is Hoppy. Oh, yeah, you look infected. Dead. Another infected individual who was overtaken by the parasitic worms before she could escape. Fingers on its tail has been replaced by worms. Once grabbed, these worms will immediately crawl out and take over your body. There's no clear sign that Hoppy's true self remains, but at least she hasn't become completely deformed yet. Next up, we got Cricket, status alive. Oh, a flamethrower. Good lord. He wields a flamethrower to set things ablaze. Consistently lighting up a campfire for the night. The infected can't handle strong light or heat. It's one of the few things we know for sure. Okay, photo Sep. Wow. Yikes. Sep is a strange case. He's one of the earlier known infecteds, but not as messed up as Artemis level. There's no sign of Sep anywhere. The parasite is completely in control of his body. His mouth is also just open. It gets locked in place. Jacko tried to decapitate him earlier, but the worms just got his separated head and reattached it, acting as a new neck. We got Tislub. Status alive? He's somehow unfazed by all this. Uses his handiwork to his advantage, and usually crafts things out of wood or other materials, usually used in some type of aid or others. Sometimes he tried to joke around with Leo, but due to Leo's current state, Leo would respond back by throwing a random object nearby. Like how his polo design is just the logo thing. It's hilarious. Alright, we got Pixel, age status alive and injured. Though she tried to maintain some stability, yet endured countless injuries from her close encounters with the infected lurking in the forest. Most of the time, she has a distant look in her eyes, a reflection of the struggle she had faced. It's understandable given all that she's been through. Next up, got Astro, infected dead. He consumed the mushrooms at a desperate measure for sustenance, but now he finds countless worms wriggling in his mouth. Not too hungry now, are ya? At times, his screams echo for miles, resembling a haunting alarm call that pierces the silence. We got Ukes, status alive. Ukes has dealt with some trauma from the infected, though seemingly not as bad as Leo's, as he still communicates. Sudden noises seem to set him off, making him want to dip out from whatever situation he's in. Next up, we got Okul. Status alive. Okul is equipped with a shotgun and can easily kill off most infected. I've seen this polo before. In the last mod we covered, it has been noted that their weak point is either in their head or chest. He's usually with Cone or Jacko. We got Lego my ego. Status alive, she's very sarcastic and lazy. But ever since the parasite had widespread to everywhere, she's been trying to change for the better. Though it seems to be very hard and she often goofs up with her responsibilities, but she tries her best. Bagger, okay, status alive. Hey, it's me. I'm the one documenting everyone. As for how I'm doing, I'm mostly okay. I've just experienced some mild appearance changes, and the dagger could be useful in this situation. However, I'd rather not get too close to those infected. Wise choice. Alright, that's it. Are there any secret polos? Because I tend to miss them. Let's get right. Oh, I like how there's a worm working. Oh, that reminds me of Terraria. the truffle worm to fight the Duke Fishron thing. All right, we're gonna move on to the first beat. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, hold on. There's 8 polos here. That's actually kind of cool, although I don't have a middle spot to put them. All right, let's go over the first beat. Damn. Kind of starting off strong. I like that. Really good first beat. Sounded great. First polo is Neaster. Already enjoying it from the start. We're going to move on to the hammer or mallet. Not sounding too bad. I don't know who that is. Rocking a sledgehammer. That's what it is. As for beats, nothing too crazy. Moving on to beat 3. The hand. The glove. Whoa, that one's actually really cool. The design for it is creepy. And with that distant beat, that was really nice. Yeah, it definitely looks infected. Doesn't look too good. All right, we're gonna move on to the cone collar. Yes, the polo from the last mod that I think it was literally the last mod I covered. Beat sounded pretty good. Was that polo a beat last mod though? Or was it like an effect? No, I think it was a voice actually. All right, we're gonna move on to the bread. Okay, hold on. That beat went kind of hard though. Polo design is looking nice. So much detail to it. Damn. Even the toaster with the blood on it. Have I been using the toaster? Oh my god. Rocking the bread. Dude, I need to get a bread shirt, man. I don't have one. Absolute fire. Fire set of beats. Cool as hell seeing myself in the mod. But we're not done yet. So let's move on to the effects now. I'm excited. Getting the bass in here sounded very sinister. It sounds distant too. I like that bass. I'm actually curious what kind of style we're going for here. I think it's going to be a more upbeat. Probably not, since it's like corrupted stuff. All right, we're going to move on to the axe. Yeah, isn't this one Jack? Whoa, I kind of like that sudden stop. Rocking an axe too, that is great. Really cool seeing a mod with like other mod creators, other YouTubers, stuff like that. This is really cool. All right, we're gonna move on to effect 3. I got the smiley face. The music sounds creepy. Corrupted even. Sounds almost sad. Depressing. Okay, is that a carrot? We're gonna cover the carrot. Okay, I was not expecting that last part there. Leading up to something, that is also not a carrot. What am I thinking? I do like when polos like lead up to something like that. That is really cool. I wasn't expecting it. We're gonna move on to this last effect here. I think you can argue a second bass. That sounds really good. It's just one note, but I kind of like that. So again, these polo designs, I'm liking the shading. It's just so crazy how like the shading can like really change the depth of a polo. It's really cool. All right, we're gonna move on to the melodies now. Kind of sounds like a cello or something like that. It's like some string instrument. Definitely somewhat infected, but could be saved. But I will say, melodies are sounding pretty good so far. Very depressing though. So we're gonna continue on here with the flamethrower. You know how much I love synth. That sounds really good. Rocking a flamethrower. I was expecting him to shoot the flamethrower. All right, we're gonna move on to the hat. Oh my god, okay, that one was wild. I don't think that Polo's getting saved. You weren't joking about these worms reconnecting his head. I like the glitchy sounds though. We're gonna move on. Is this a steak? Again, you can argue a third bass in here. How amazing is that? 3 basses in a mod is crazy work. We got a synth. I think that's a tie, maybe. All right, we're gonna move on to the last melody here. Well, if you had headphones on, you knew I was doing that. I like how it goes from one ear to another. It sounds like it's behind me or something. And that is not a hat. That is bandages. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on to the voices now. Weren't kidding about the hole in the Polo's head. Dude, I feel like I haven't heard a choir in a minute, man. And I will say that was nice. That was peaceful. Yeah, we're gonna move on to voice 2. That sounded actually peaceful. I'm kind of vibing with that. I don't know what's happening to Polo's face. All right, we're gonna move on to the third one.
No point to run and hide. We all need to abide that we have to eliminate the ones that had the terrible fate. Their minds controlled, they took a toll. Have to make them stop. We shall not give up.
Whoa, the harmonization, and that was really nice. I didn't know if I was expecting some lyrics in here, but I'm glad. Nice singing. All right, we're gonna move on to the third or fourth one.
Cower, counter, unafraid. Perseverance, you gotta stay brave. Need to fight or all will fade. Keep it together when matters are grave. Cower, hider, live and fight. Do whatever it takes to survive. Hunt for shelter, manage life. No matter what happens, I've got to stay alive.
Oh my god, that was fantastic. The harmonization again, so good. You got some solid lyrics in here, solid voices. Okay, we're gonna move on to this last one. I'm pretty excited. Wow, that's pretty cool, man. Love the sound of it. It's like ad-libs. Oh, I feel like that's gonna go really good with some of these other voices. Let's go on to hear all the beats together. I'm pretty excited. Actually, it's gonna be interesting. I just realized that this has even amounts of polos. I'm not gonna be able to put them evenly. That's fine, okay. Okay, those beats kind of went hard though. I like how Artemis Polo moves the whole like screen, and your boy coming in with that hard beat. That's some solid beats going on here. Loving the Azarus Polo, bro, with the toaster. With the toaster. Oh my god, I have an idea for my thumbnail. Alright, let me move on to these effects. Those effects are sounding very dark, very decrepit. My god, how didn't I like talk about this before? I didn't really talk about the background. Background is cool. It has like layers of grass. Alright, I'm going off track here. We're gonna move on to the melodies together. Melodies are sounding pretty good. At first the synth here sounded a little bit off tune, but then it kind of like fit in. So it kind of worked out. But we are going to move on to these voices now. They might sound really good all together. Let's hear them.
To run and hide, we all need to abide that we have to eliminate the ones that had a terrible fate. Their minds controlled, they took a toll. Have to make them stop. We shall give up.
Oh my god, I love those voices. Together they sound fantastic, and the harmonization is just out of this world. But really good voices, man. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't think we are. I'm really digging this style of mod that we're going with here. This like parasitic style, kind of horror mod too. I'm really liking it. But now that we got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and make ourselves a creepy, infected beat.
We all need to abide that we have to eliminate the ones that had the terrible fate. Their minds controlled, they took a toll. Have to make them stop. We shall not give up.
You gotta admit, that sounded really good. The vibe of this mod is so cool to me. I'm loving this infected style, which kind of reminds me of Terraria, and I'm just vibing with it. Again, I like how you have a lot of these other creators and YouTubers in here. That's really cool. But of course, I do want to know what you guys think. So definitely leave it down in the comments what you think of the mod. I hope you guys enjoyed, because dude, I thought this was awesome. But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will see you guys in the next.